So, what's she like?
She's just the best. Yeah, everything you could ask for, you know?
Okay. So, when exactly did you know?
When did I know?
Yeah, when did you know she was the one? The love of your life?
Oh, man. I remember that night vividly. It was January. I think it was a Tuesday night. We were in bed together, and as a joke, I asked her for a bedtime story. Yeah, I know. So, she ended up telling me the entire plot of Terminator 2. And I'm not kidding, from memory, by the way, for like 25 minutes. But I was very impressed, to say the least. I think at that point, I knew that she was the one.
Interesting.
I know, as silly as that story may seem to other people, I could not stop smiling through that entire thing. I mean, after that moment, I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life trying to make her smile the same way. I knew that even when we were friends before we dated, we looked at each other a little too long to be considered just friends, you know?
Sounds like that was the perfect moment.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, in the moment, of course. Unfortunately, my proposal to her was a little poorly timed. I forgot that she was getting on a plane in just 2 days. She was going to go show off her beautiful art to the world. Someone called her a couple days back about getting a job illustrating a children's book. She was going to be gone for a month or two, maybe more.
Oh, I see. So just unfortunate circumstances?
Yeah. But it was totally okay, though. I mean, I was extremely happy for her. She couldn't have been more excited about that job.
So what happened next?
Well, then the day arrived. It was time for her to go. I was really dreading this day. I mean, I never wanted it to come at all. But I remember her suitcase was full of her art. And also a copy of Terminator 2 I slipped in there. Just for her to watch in case she missed me too much, you know. So, we got her checked in, walked through the miles of endless airport hallways, rode an escalator or two. Look, I usually hate the airport. You know, I mean, it can be so overwhelming, but I loved being there with her. Just looking at her gave me this level of confidence and comfort. The kind of feeling that makes you forget everything else, you know? Anyway, we reached her gate. We sat for a moment. We talked. And the whole time, I couldn't help but think about how she was going to leave any minute. So she talked. I just stared at her. Just taking it all in, you know? Just trying to capture the image of her face in front of me before she was gone for months. And then, just like that, she was called aboard. I wish I knew where all the time went. I mean, it went by too fast. It felt like we just sat down. Now she's leaving. So I gave her one last hug, and I held it for as long as I could. God, she was so excited to start a new adventure. It was so cute. But I never wanted her to leave my arms. Her warmth, you know, is something you rarely feel with somebody when you hug them. You know, not every hug is special, but to me, this one felt like the first time. And I never wanted to let her go, but I knew I had to. So I watched her walk away. Then she disappeared. Little did I know that was the last time I would ever see her.
Ah, I see. I'm so sorry. Tell me about what happened to her.
Well, when I got back to the house later that day, I received a call from the airport that the plane the plane she boarded had an engine failure just a few minutes after taking off. 17 people were killed, but 40 people survived. I assumed she was going to be one of them, but that wasn't what the phone call was about.
Tell me more about her. What else did you love about Allison?
Allison was everything to me. She was the first and only girl that ever made me feel genuinely nervous in every way. I was normally so self-assured, so confident and cocky, but something about her made all of that just fall away, to the point where I was a bumbling, nervous wreck half the time. But my favorite moment that sticks with me still isn't the night we met, not the time we fell in love, or even when I proposed to her that night. It's actually the second right before she vanished at the airport. Before she walked into the gate, she turned back. She turned back and gave me a look. This damn look, I'd never forget it. Of course, I'm beyond wrecked that she's gone, but remembering her is what's gonna keep me going. I'll keep her art up around the house and make sure everybody knows how special she was. She will always be a constant inspiration for me.